Hey guys, how you doing? Today what we're going to do is I'm going to start off as something that I'm hopefully going to get to do fairly regularly. I'm going to go through a Bible passage with you and read through a passage and discuss a few of my thoughts on the passage. This is a way for me to go through and read a chapter or so of the Bible and then throw some ideas out there, and gives you opportunity to read the Bible and find out something that you probably didn't know, or get some new revelation, because the one thing that I love about God is there's always new revelation to get. So today what we're going to start off with is John 15. I will be reading from the Message version, and we'll just throw around a few ideas here. So John 15, it's about Jesus, and Jesus is talking about the vine and the vine dresser. And so I'm going to read through it, and then we're going to go through and read through and see what Jesus was talking about when he shared this with the disciples. I'll be reading from the Message version today, so slightly different translation to yours, but puts it in an easier language to understand. John 15. I am the real vine, and my Father is the farmer. He cuts off every branch of me that does not bear grapes, and every branch that is grape-bearing he prunes back, so it will bear even more. You are already pruned back by the message I have spoken. Live in me, make your home in me, just as I do in you. In the same way that a branch can't bear grapes by itself, but only by being joined to the vine, you can't bear fruit unless you're joined with me. I am the vine, you are the branches. When you're joined with me, and I with you, the relationship intimate and organic. The harvest is sure to be abundant. Separated, you can't produce a thing. Anyone who separates from me is dead wood, gathered up and thrown on the bonfire. But if you make yourselves at home with me, and my words are at home in you, you can be sure that whatever you ask will be listened to and acted upon. This is how my Father shows who he is. When you produce grapes, when you mature as my disciples. I've loved you the way my Father has loved me. Make yourselves at home in my love. If you keep my commandments, you'll remain intimately at home in my love. That's what I've done. Kept my Father's commands and made myself at home in his love. I've told you these things for a purpose, that my joy may be your joy, that your joy wholly mature. This is my command. Love one another the way I loved you. This is the very best way to love. Put your life on the line for your friends. You are my friends when you do the things I command you. I'm no longer calling you servants, because servants don't understand what their master is thinking and planning. No, I've named you friends, because I've let you in on everything I've heard from the Father. You didn't choose me. Remember, I chose you and put you in the world to bear fruit that won't spoil. As fruit bearers, whatever you ask the Father in relation to me, he gives you. But remember the root command. Love one another. What we see in this branch is the parable about the vine and the branches. Jesus says he is the vine. He's the one with the roots in the ground. He's connected. We are the branches. Now the branch's job is to stay connected with the vine. And when the branch is connected to the vine, it's going to naturally do something. It's going to naturally produce fruit. All the branch has to do is stay connected to the vine, and it's going to start producing grapes. It's just going to happen. In the same way as being a Christian, we stay connected with God. We're just naturally going to produce fruit. We look at the fruits of the Spirit, and we've got patience, joy, self-control, and faithfulness. These are the fruits of the Spirit that we learn about from Paul. And these are the fruits Jesus is talking about. The fruits that come out of a natural relationship with God and with his Spirit is what will just overflow in us. And it's not something we have to strive for. I mean, one of the analogies I love is you don't ever see an apple tree or an orange tree going, push out apples, apples. You don't see that. All you see is the apple tree. And naturally, as the apple tree stays connected, it's going to just naturally produce fruits. The same way that orange tree just will naturally produce oranges. And the fruit of the vine, if you've got a vine connected to an apple tree, it's going to produce apples. If you've got a vine connected to an orange tree, it's going to produce oranges. Whatever tree you're connected to, that's the fruit that you're going to bear. So as Christians, we've linked ourselves. We've said, I want to come behind you. I want to come in alignment with Jesus. So we've connected ourselves up as branches to his vine. And we're saying, now God, come and produce your fruit through us. God, come and work through us. And as we do that, we're naturally just going to start walking in the fruit of the Spirit. Towards the end of the verse, it talks about, I've told you these things for a purpose, that my joy may be your joy. This is from verse 11 to 15. This is my command. Love one another the way I loved you. This is the very best way to love. Put your life on the line for your friends. You are my friends when you do the things I command you. I'm no longer calling you servants, but servants don't understand what their master is thinking and planning. No, I've named you friends, because I've let you in on everything I've heard from the Father. See, coming in this new covenant, this new relationship with Jesus, we're no longer under the law. We no longer have to strive. We no longer have to go, apples, 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 and try and force out the fruit. Because we're connected to Jesus, he is in us and we are in him. It's a natural progression. And no longer does he call us servants, he says. No longer are we kept at an arm's distance. He's invited us in to the very deepest place. We are his bride. He's invited us into this intimate and holy relationship where we come in fellowship with him. And that is the point of fruitfulness in life. That is the point where we get all our energy from. That is the point where we get all our sustenance from. Not from striving to achieve perfection. Not from working for anything. But by the free gift that Jesus has said, come, I invite you. I invite you into a friendship, into a relationship with me. Come into this relationship with me and you will produce fruit. You will be more patient. You will have more joy. You will have more self-control. And you will be more faithful. Not by anything you have to try and do, but by simply spending time abiding in me, abiding in my presence. Come and abide in my presence, and I will come and abide in you. This is what Jesus is saying to each and every one of you. It's an open invitation for you to come and experience God's love and God's presence and his power and see his glory manifest in your life. Bless you guys.